Out of the 62 titles that comprise the PCFX's library, only 4 have had fan translations of any kind published. Well, this take involving translations aged like raw milk under the desert sun. That's what I get for making this video about 2 weeks ahead of time so it was ready for its 30th anniversary. A beta fan translation of Team Innocent, one of the 3 launch games for the PCFX, just got released. I mentioned this game very briefly in my main PCFX video, and not much more than that since my main focus was on the console. In case you're curious, Team Innocent is a game that's often described as Resident Evil in space. I just put in about 15 minutes not only to make this video, but just to make sure everything was fine since I typically have trouble patching things myself, and so far, things look pretty good, everything looks fine, though it is a beta translation and marked 0.9 with its initial release, so there's probably some bugs around somewhere that I just need to find, and maybe some others can find it too. But other than that, things look pretty good, and it is a pretty neat title on the PCFX. This marks the first fan translation of a PCFX game to be released since Farland Story FX got one at the start of March 2021. I noticed this news a couple days ago, but it still caught me totally off guard, and by the time I learned of it, it was too late to really change my original video. If anything, I'm glad to see this, as there are quite a few interesting games on the system that deserve some translations. If you're interested in this game, I'll post a link to the GitHub in the description below so you can patch it yourself. If you haven't seen my main video on the PCFX yet, I'll post a link to that video in the description as well. But yeah, I mainly wanted to showcase this, as well as make an addendum to my PCFX videos since my translation take now aged like milk. Yikes. But still, I am really glad to see this. Add in Princess Crown 2 months ago and a couple of Tales games getting their translations earlier this month, and it's been a pretty neat period. Anyway, that's all I've got to say here. Once again, the link to the patch is in the description, and in the meantime, I want to thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on my next video.